Hello and welcome. Thank you very much once again. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. My name is John Mutungi, and today I would like us to talk about something that is known but it's like it has always remained unexplained, and this is that of money and inflation. Money and inflation. Money, it could be in the bank, it could be that cash that you have in your pocket. But we are always afraid of inflation. What is inflation? Inflation is general increase in prices within a given economy or in the world generally. Whatever it is, it could be the world, national, continental, it could be global. General increase in the prices. Well, what causes inflation? There are only two causes. There's only one cause of inflation. Yeah, you could say two. One is decreased quantity. Decreased quantity of products available. And the other one, and the main one, is increased quantity of money. If there is too much money with too few goods, then the prices will generally go up, as that money will be competing for the few goods that are available. What does that mean? It means just in case there is something, there are no shortages. It means shortages are just short-term creations. We create shortages and we are good at it. Anytime we put in place policies that discourage production, we are just about to cause shortages. And shortages lead to increased prices. For example, that's what OPEC has been doing over the years. Reduce the quantity produced, quantity of oil or petroleum produced. That keeps the oil prices up there. Now, I want to talk about money and state categorically that there is nothing we have plenty of as a society or as a group using a particular currency. There is nothing we have excess of like money, those papers. Now, about the value of that money, that's a slightly different conversation, because money is given value by work, production of goods and services, work. The more we produce, the higher the value of our currency, because people will want our goods, and the high demand of our goods that can only be bought using our currency, that increases the demand for our currency. And since the quantity of money is limited, we have a certain amount available at any particular time, that's where the value of our currency comes in. That's why the US dollar is so strong, because everybody want to use the dollar in their settlements of daily transactions, especially international transactions. But then, even after you transact in those international currencies, like let's say the dollar, you're gonna have to revert back to your local currency. You can't use the dollar in your hometown. You're gonna have to revert it. You have to exchange it back to your local currency. See? So it is important that we realize that the strength of any currency comes from the amount of goods and services we produce locally. The more you produce, the stronger your currency. So, when it comes to shortage of money, like African economies or South American economies are always crying that their currency, they don't have enough money in their economy. Really? I don't think so. You see, the amount of money available, it doesn't go down. It's always there. The problem is it's stuck somewhere. Every time you go buying products from outside the economy, remember, you have to change to convert your currency into foreign currency to buy products in the international markets. For example, if you buy a car that you don't manufacture within your borders, you're gonna have to convert your currency into, let's say, dollars. That amount you just converted is out of circulation. The only way that money is going to be released are only two ways. One, either the government spends it back into the economy through building of infrastructure, or two, we produce goods that we're going to sell outside in order to be paid in dollars. That way we can convert them back into local currency. So the first alternative is the one that is missed out, because we are afraid that the government has to tax people before it earns. That money is there just sitting. Nobody is paying attention to that money. And it is a lot of money. If a country has, let's say, $1 trillion balance of payment deficit, negative balance of payments, it means they are importing more than they are exporting. That $1 trillion is in the central bank, is sitting there. The government can be able to put it back into the economy through investment in the infrastructure, fund education, right? Fund education, fund building of roads, bridges, dams, and all kind of good stuff. And that is why I repeat, in a bank, in a country or jurisdiction or social context that has its own central bank, that has its own currency, and that has its own government, cannot run out of cash. No, you cannot run out of cash, because legislators should be able to increase the velocity of the money available. You think about it.